Day of the Dead and Diwali, the Festival of Lights, or just happy weekend, or whenever you watch this, whether you're celebrating some traditions or not. I hope you're having a good start to your weekend. So, welcome to my channel. I am mysticoraclemary, and we're going to get started with a mantra. So here we go. Esitoma Satgamaya Dhammasoma Jyotigamaya Rityurman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, in this live, we are going to be doing some oracle readings for the collective, at least 10 of them, and they're going to be all pick a card readings, okay? So that way you have fun and exercise your intuition, muscles, whatever you feel you need to pick in the pick a card readings, okay? I'm dressed up because I'm honoring the Day of the Dead of all who have been deceased in my family and beyond, honoring them in different kinds of ways. And also I am lighting a lamp as well, because it's also Diwali, Festival of Lights as well. So if you are celebrating one or the other or both, please do so and have fun with me. If you're not and you're like, have no idea what those are, please check them out. You know, the Day of the Dead is celebrated from Halloween up until November 2nd. And Diwali, the Festival of Lights, is celebrated from Halloween October 31st to November 1st up until the AM. So, yeah. And so from there, you'll get to know different kinds of cultures to expand yourself. So in this live, I'll be doing different kinds of readings, and I'm also going to choose 10 different people for an oracle reading. So if you want an oracle reading, it's one question per person. Make sure you type your question down below and I will be able to do that. I would say after oracle readings for the collective, so that way the collective and stuff gets their readings first, and that way I'm looking at the chat. Hi everybody in the chat, by the way. All right, so don't forget in this live that there'll be timestamps down below in the description box and comment area. If I do give you an oracle reading in this live, I will create a timestamp. So make sure after this live oracle readings are done, this live, give me 5-10 minutes, maybe even 20, because sometimes I have to go through like 2-hour, 3-hour live, and sometimes the questions are scattered depending on your reading and when it's done, okay? So give me some time after this live to create those timestamps, not only for your oracle reading or the collective oracle readings, okay? Also, if you want to check out my other oracle readings, they're already done. They're timeless oracle readings. Checking them out on my channel. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you guys for joining me. If you're wondering why I'm all dressed up, because there are people that just joined the chat, I am celebrating the Day of the Dead. This is a tradition in the Mexican, from Mexico, okay? From Mexico. And so I celebrate that, which is how pretty much people have passed on from my family. I honor them today in a very good way. Check it out if you want to learn more about that culture, okay? So let's go through the 10 questions and then we'll get started. The first question for the collective, this is just to see if this live is right for you, is how can the viewers put their life force energy into having new beginnings? Second question is how the viewers can create intimacy with your love interest or your romantic partner. Third question is how can the viewers put their energy into speaking their truth? Fourth question is how can the viewers balance their energy in money, health, and value? Fifth question is about how can the viewers get through any kind of deceit? Sixth question is how can the viewers put their energy towards new beginnings in closeness, fun, and caring with family, friends, dating, if you're single, couples, if you're wanting to get out an old cycle, okay? Seventh question is how can the viewers appreciate new opportunities through anxiety? Eighth question is about how can the viewers shift their focus on the future longing to present gratitude? Ninth question is what will come next for the viewers since difficulty has been passing by for them? And the 10th question is how can the viewers get through feeling overwhelmed with money, love life, and everything else, okay? So this live oracle, well, thank you in the chat. So we're going to be doing pick a card readings, so make sure you go about how you feel. If you get anxiety through this, then it's time to rebalance. That's your trigger, okay? To rebalance. Because this is supposed to be fun, getting to flex your intuition, you know, getting it where you start trusting yourself and whatnot, okay? All right. So, since I'm wanting to do this right, we got Kumar, Kumar. We're going to do your timestamp right here, Kumar. They asked in the chat, will my sister's name, 𝐇jabashī take place, and how is her love life? Well, that's two questions, okay? So please give me the first card is Kumar's sister, name 𝐇jabashī. Marriage take place in 2025, in early 2025. Yes or no, with the first card. And the second card, how is her marriage life? From now until the end of 2024. Thank you. We got the World. And first chakra, Archangel Michael. We got carrying connections at the bottom of the deck. So, Kumar, it looks like to me your sister is going to, I get a prediction of her marriage is going to take place in the early 2025, and it's going to be very, I get very big. And I get channeled in lots of invitation, lots of fun, okay? With the first card. The second card I get, her marriage is going to be very stable and solid, where there's going to be a deep connection in her marriage. So there's nothing for you to worry about, okay, Kumar? What is Kumar's advice towards this situation? Towards this situation, Kumar, you're needing to have appreciation that things are working out, okay? So you can feel solid and stable and emotionally secure, okay? Through this change that's going on with your sister. So that way it doesn't lead to any kind of deceit or resentment, okay? Because there's a lot of things that you're going to have fun. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of fun. And so you're needing to be appreciative so that way it builds up emotional stability within inside you, okay? And that's your reading, okay? I really hope that helped soothe any kind of anxiety and worry, Kumar. And thank you for joining me on my chat and putting down your question. All right. Now let's get into the pick a card reading for number 1. Okay, number 1, I'm going to set up so you pick 1 or 2, okay? And number 1 is about having new beginnings and how you can do that, okay? So pick 1 or 2 or both if you want to. So I'm going to set that up. So how can the viewers, number 1, how can the viewers put their life force energy into having new beginnings? They pick number 1 from this question. Thank you. In Scorpio, your 8th house. I'm going to stop right there. So pick number 1. I'm going to give you guidance, okay? And an outcome, all right? So you know what's going down, okay? If you pick number 1, please make the immediate actions to control the situation, okay? So that way you transform and have this new beginning with inside you so you can see it on the outside of you, okay? And use other people's resources, okay? You just know what those resources are. Keep in your spirit the extraordinary power of prayer, as if it was a life or death issue. Because you know for a fact when you use prayer, you're able to release the stress because you're finally extinguishing it outside of you from inside to outside, so that way you relieve your stress, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. And you're able to refocus on what it is that you want to have, and that is that new beginning within inside you, okay? Because when you do this, you don't have a bad outcome. And I'm going to give you your outcome here in a little bit. Because you're learning how to communicate with inside you in such a different way now. So that way you see forward movement instead of being stuck up in your head about anything, especially if you need to forgive somebody. All right, so your outcome is this: on a physical front, from you taking the lead and being honest and having the strength to take that lead through this new creation of this new beginning and making a decision to want this, you're going to be impressed because of you taking the lead and making decisive decisions by moving forward through your actions. And you'll just know how to move forward because you'll make the necessary steps to be doing that. On a spiritual outcome, you're going to have energies to meet the challenge of this new beginning. The power of love within inside you, pick number 1. A spiritual upgrade, you creating this new self-confidence and the drive for who you are. Because through this new beginning, you're going to understand who you are. So whatever needs to fall away, you're going to let fall away, because you're going to understand what you want to be known for. And that is someone who does not want to get stuck up in the past anymore. Okay? So it's not a bad outcome. So heads up, pick number 1. You can ask one question per person in the chat down below. For people in the chat that need to know that. All right, so pick number 2 for question number 1. How can the viewers put their life force energy into having a new beginning? For pick number 2 to this question. Thank you. Storm warning. Door to value. The garden in the gate. All tied up. Anxiety. The contract. All right, so in order to have a new beginning, especially I get in your money and career, okay, you're needing to pick and choose your battles here about how you want to come out of your comfort zone so you're not stuck up and wondering if your ideas are going to work or if you're able to be yourself, okay? So you're needing to know this so that way you can come out of your comfort zone instead of getting stuck in a mental prison about having a new beginning in your career, okay? Because your outcome is going to look great. Once you invest into your emotional stability of coming out of your comfort zone, one step at a time, you're going to be able to gain balance, but especially new contracts with others in your your finance in your career, okay? But I get especially in your career, okay? It's not a bad outcome. So that is for pick number 2, okay? So heads up with that. Now we're going to go into the chat, and there's a question from Tejasve. They asked a question, what are the May Taurus current feelings? Thank you. We got Sword in the Rose and Mask. Your Taurus's current feelings is they're hiding how they truly feel and how they truly feel in the situation with the person asking about them. They're going to hide how they feel about you because they have clarity in the truth about how they actually really feel. And they're not wanting to show their true feelings towards you because of the fact that because they want just friendship. Yep, that's what they want. And it's what's getting channeled in with these cards. So don't get stringed along by them because they have other options here. And you're needing to know this so you don't get stringed along, okay? That's the Taurus that you're asking about. They're not going to show their true feelings about you because they have other options here in regards to meeting up with other people, okay? That's what I got. They know clearly what they want. And you're needing to know this so you don't get string along by this. I'm going to do one card pull of advice. Please give me advice for Tejasve Tejasve. Sorry if I'm not saying your name right. Please give me advice for them that asked about their Taurus's current feelings. Thank you. We got hostilities and man holding a. Just check your emotions and make sure that just know that there are better connections coming your way. But if you keep on feeding this Taurus that you're asking about, it's going to turn into hostilities where you're going to have resentment, anger, and that. It's best just to move forward and just, I get block, okay? That's what's getting channeled in order for you to move forward. So that way you're not led astray, okay? And that to invest in your emotional stability through this time so you don't get hostile in the situation, because there is going to be a better connection coming your way that's much more deeper, and that is not going to play games with you, okay? And you're needing to know this so that way you're not having to learn a deep, painful situation unless you want to, okay? Because we have a choice. That's that free will of whatever you want to experience in this life, okay? So you're just being warned so that way you can choose consciously instead of sporadically, okay? So I really hope this helped. And they put, thank you. You welcome. So that's the second one. I have to keep track of these or else I'll do more than what I should. And I got to make sure to do these other collective readings too. Because last time I did my last live, at least 35 questions. Okay, that's a lot for almost like 2-3 hours in that. So that's a lot. Luckily, I just had the energy for it, and I'm glad to help people. But even I know I'm a human being, and I got to make sure that I'm balanced doing this and not overdoing it. All right. So let's go back to the collective readings. Okay. We're going to head on to number 2. Number 2 is another pick a card reading, so you can pick 1 or 2. If you pick number 1, it's about your love interest. If you pick number 2, this is about your romantic partner, okay? So choose wisely and how you feel. And I'm going to set this up, okay? All right, so how can the viewers create intimacy with their love interest? Pick number 1. All right, how can the viewers create intimacy for pick number 2 with their romantic partner? All right, so pick number 1, how can you create intimacy with your love interest? You deserve love, you are lovable. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. All right. So your advice here to create more intimacy is to have balance, which creates confidence by focusing on that you are lovable, okay? That you are wanted, that whatever kind of triggers you have in regard to saying, well, I don't look a certain way, I don't have a certain amount of money. This is why you're needing to do the self-talk of that I'm worthy. Even just doing a daily ritual of looking into a mirror and saying, I love you. Yes, looking at yourself, looking in a mirror and saying, I love you. This life is beautiful. Doing it for 7 days or until the next full moon is going to really get you to understand a different perspective and elevate you. And you also have a spiritual upgrade there too, because you're doing something different to create that balance and that positive self-talk. Okay. This is also going to get things to ascend to a higher level. Okay. Where your love life is going to the next level instead of it being Stucksville with your love interest. Okay. Because you're creating that balance, you're doing something different, and then you will be able to, here in the end, know and feel that they are the one. Knowing, being able to come towards them and finally initiate conversation more, being comfortable in your own skin, okay? And all it took that is that shift with inside you of doing something different in your actions towards yourself first, okay? That is for pick number 1. Really hope it helps. Now pick number 2. Pick number 2 is towards your romantic partner, okay? We got free yourself, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, and honeymoon. Woo! All right, pick number 2. In order to create more intimacy in your romantic partnership, you need to invest in a self-care regimen that will create balance, like meditation, time for yourself, for your self-care regimen, in order to create that balance to get you out of a mental prison, okay? And guess what? We all have to have a self-care regimen in order to have balance in this life as human beings. So, welcome to you doing something great for yourself. It's a great investment in order to see and know how to invest in your romantic partnership, okay? Because that's what you're going to do next, is first invest in yourself in order to create balance, and then invest in your relationship that you're in, okay? And you'll know, because when you're balanced, you're joyful, and you find solutions too when you're balanced. And in the end, you're going to be able to spend time and place with your romantic partner, going out on dates, doing vacation time, just having fun again, okay? Without any hesitation or fear anymore, or anxiety and worry, okay? So pick number 2. That's what you need to do in order to create intimacy again in your partnership, okay? So heads up with that. Here's also a big thing, and it's something I had to look into. So that way people know, if you want to know more, okay, about how to create intimacy towards your love interest, towards your romantic partner, okay, here are some more answers. You show appreciation. You prioritize sex, okay, in balance and within reason. Affection, being vulnerable, learning something together. Communicate openly. Emotional intimacy. Finding out their love language, whatever that may be, for some that love doing that. Rebuilding your emotional intimacy. Maybe seeing a sex therapist. You'll just know if you guys feel it, okay, of wanting to do it. Shake up your routine by being spontaneous every once in a while, okay? Within reason. Change how you initiate sex, okay? Communication, dating each other. Disclose more to feel closer. Get away from distractions. Improve intimacy, improve intimate communication where you guys are safe. It's playful for you guys to talk. Schedule time with each other. Be curious about each other. Be more physical within reason. Be romantic. Sometimes within reason. Build up sexual tension in order for you guys, you'll just know what I mean by that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Communicate your sexual desires openly within reason, okay? One step at a time, right? So those are some other answers if you want to create some intimacy for you guys to, and I only talk about this so that way you guys can get your creative juices flowing of ideas. So write them down in a journal because they're not stupid, okay? All right, let's move on to number 3, and it's another pick a card reading, peoples. And you can pick number 1 or number 2. Okay. Let's get the Karma deck out. Shuffle it a couple times. So, number 3. How can the viewers put their energy into speaking their truth for pick number 1? Thank you. Your second house. Your third house. I'm going to stop right there. So pick number 1, I give you guidance and the outcome in order to speak your truth, okay, whenever you watch this. Make the immediate actions to get what you need, okay? Within reason and balance, okay, is what I'm getting through your physical action in your second house card. And get your ideas going by communicating them, okay? If you need something, you need to speak up and say it within reason and balance, okay? So write down those ideas of what you need before you go towards others and say, this is what I need, especially if you're asking for money. I feel like you're going to be gift that money as long as it's if you're balanced, okay? But if you're going towards the people for money and you're off balance, I don't feel that it's going to be successful, okay? Keep in your spirit while you are talking about your ideas and what you need towards the person you're asking for money for and speaking your truth. Be patient and make the right connections here, okay? While you're talking with them, all right? I get friends or family, but especially friends that you're wanting to borrow money from. All right, here's your outcome. It's not a bad outcome. On a physical outcome to you speaking your truth, you're going to have make decisions on what you want to create here. And you're going to take the lead here and being honest towards your friends or your family that you want to speak your truth towards, whether it's about money or not, I get now in your outcome. In a spiritual outcome, you're going to have a spiritual upgrade and the power of love and energies to meet this challenge. Without any hesitation or fear is what's getting channeled in your outcome. It's because you're getting out of overanalyzation mode. In order to control the situation and find balance to transform it, so that way you sound balanced towards them, okay? That's for pick number 1. Now for pick number 2. How can the viewers put their energy into speaking their truth for pick number 2 to this question? Thank you. View from above, get the bigger picture so you're not overanalyzing things, okay? I'm going to give you the extended message to this pick number 2. View from above. So don't be bogged down by the details, pick number 2. Let go of your petty concerns. Get the bigger picture. Imagine that you're seeing your life from above. Only do what is truly important. Everything else is inconsequential. Go through each area of your life, pick number 2, to look and see what the big picture is. Make major life decisions based on this strategy, okay? And I also write it down in your journal. So that way, if you get discombobulated again, you're refocusing on what you've already decided, okay? Without getting bogged down by the details, okay? So hope that helps pick number 2. All right. Now, take a quick break. Cheers, everybody. Some water. Gotta have the pinky up. All right. We're going to be doing the Karma deck and the Energy Oracle deck with this one. So this is another pick a card reading, 1 or 2. You pick what makes you feel secure, okay? Shuffle this 3 times, and then we'll ask the question. Cut it twice. All right. So number 4, how can the viewers balance their energy and money, health, and value whenever they watch this? And pick number 1 for this question. Thank you. The North Node. Woo, Jupiter. Yeah. The Moon. We're going to stop right there. If you pick number 1 and how you can balance your energy and your money, health, and value, I'm going to give you pick number 1 guidance and an outcome, okay? So please make the immediate actions to now is the time to grow and expand, okay? And let your feelings tell you how to balance your energy and money, health, and value, okay? I can give you so many examples in how to do that, okay? Meditation, rest and rejuvenation, eating well, going out in Mother Nature, but only you are going to know how you feel about any of those, and you're going to pick whatever makes you feel happy, okay? Because everybody's different in their self-care regimen and how to rebalance themselves, okay? Keep in your spirit to have faith in learning and teaching yourself this and defend it, okay? Because we all need our self-care regimen in order to be balanced and joyful in this life, or else this life kind of just is sucky, right? And we're always constant for anxiety, worry, and survival mode, okay? So when you do this, you don't have a bad outcome. I'll give you your outcome here in a little bit. Got to get them cards. All right, so you don't have a bad outcome. On a physical outcome to you balancing out your energy and money, health, and value, you're going to have good times. And resulting from you healing your perfectionism and overanalyzation about this. And you're going to understand the limits imposed when you go too fast and you overanalyze, and you're going to be having an upgrade in all this, an overanalyzation, because you're going to learn how to heal yourself, and perfectionism. And that's something to be excited about, I can tell you this. Because still some people are learning about it, and it doesn't make you above or below anybody. But man, when you get out of it, you're like, freedom, woo! Now, on a spiritual outcome, you're going to have the attraction of methods of healing, that overanalyzation and perfectionism, and the maturity that brings it. Okay? What that means is that there are going to be people that are going to be attracted to wanting to know how to grow through perfectionism and all that. And once you learn it, they're going to be attracted to wanting to know how you did it, so that way it can be easy for them. So how was it easy for me? When you get so tired of being trapped up in your head about the details, you finally say, enough is enough. I got to do something different. I've used prayer. I use meditation, inner engineering. Okay. And all that works. Even taking a break of what I was overanalyzing about, doing song, dance, singing, being creative. These are the very things that you can all use. It's just you got to find your own way. And you always do. Through any upheaval, you've always found your way. It's just you finally had to take out the time and space to sit back and say, enough is enough. I'm tired of going in this cycle of overanalyzing and thinking that everything's supposed to be perfect. Just know that when you break free, you are breaking free from years upon years of conditioning in our society, and you should be very proud of yourself, because there are some that still are trapped in that cycle. And this is why we have love and compassion with each other, because it's hard to really break free from those conditionings sometimes, but you're going to be breaking free from it, and you're going to be helping people around you, because you're a healer in your own genre as much as I am, and everybody else that watches me. And that you walk around from day to day not even knowing that in their profession, where they're a woodworker or a carpenter, or even whether they're an influencer or not, they can be a healer in their own way, just having that one conversation that breaks someone free from an old cycle, So heads up with that for pick number 1. Big hugs, viewers. Now, there's any questions down the chat, I'll be doing it after pick number 2 to number 4, okay? Just giving you a heads up, anybody who's put a question in the chat. All right. Pick number 2. How can the viewers balance their energy and money, health, and value? For pick number 2 to this question. Thank you. We got the contract. We got the victory. Woo! And we got indecision. Interesting. And door to personal healing and happiness. All right. So your advice, in order to have balance your energy and money, health, and value, pick number 2, is to ask yourself what is going to make you balance here, where you're joyful. Okay. Now I can go through my list in case you weren't listening at all, which is okay, because sometimes we're doing things and whatnot. So here's the list: rest and rejuvenation, meditation, using your religion or spirituality or belief system, really. Eating right, going on a walk, doing something that makes you feel happy to cause that balance within reason, okay? Whatever it is that self-care regimen, you are creating for yourself in order to have a victory. And with this victory, you're needing to say to yourself, okay, I've done this much work. It wasn't so bad. It was just something I needed to readjust my self-care regimen. And this is fun because I can change it up anytime. And so this victory is saying, with all the hard work you just did, keep on doing it. You're going to have more victories in your life, and you're going to see yourself grow and expand even more in all areas of your life. Because what makes you happy is going to get you through any kind of indecision in your life too, okay? And you're needing to see that so that way you see the victory. Sometimes just being patient with yourself is the very thing that's going to change things up in your life. It's when we go too fast is when we hit roadblocks. But we gain that experience of going, okay, now I can do something different because I don't want to keep on being stuck in a mental prison or slamming into a wall. You get what I mean? So heads up, number 2. Sorry, pick number 2. All right, cheers. We're going to drink some more water. I'm going to look into the chat too. Okay. So we have Adventures of Dad Men. We're going to put you I'm going to hide you in my channel because you're not understanding this channel, okay? Adventures of Dad Men, Cat Girl, Willis, and Grizzly Boy. Yes, that's their username. They wrote, this stuff will give you demons. Read the book of, I'll spell it ENOCH, and repent. You don't know about this channel, so let me let you know about this channel. This is a channel of all cultures, all practices of spirituality and religions are welcome. But if you are going to spew your stuff in my channel to try to get attention and divert people that are here to want to find answers, and it's part of their religion to know, or their spirituality to know this kind of spiritual process to help them, that's what I'm here for. I'm a spiritual oracle healer, not one to take advantage of people, okay? And greetings, Mystic Healer. Thank you for joining me on my channel. So, Adventures of Bad Man, you are being hidden. So what's great about that is you're not going to spew on my channel anymore of your comments anymore, okay? You've met a spiritual oracle healer that is not going to take personally your comment because it's just air. Just like a fart, it dissipates and goes away, okay? So, I'm going to hide you from my channel. All right, and you're still going to watch me, but you're not going to cause a ruckus in my live chat, okay? Go in peace now. Now let's move on to the next question. Is another pick a card reading. Number 5. You can pick 1 or 2. This is about getting through any kind of deceit. It's funny about what it just followed into, especially with that other comment. All right. I don't pressure anybody to do a spirituality or a religion. What's great about it is in this channel, you can pick whatever kind of spiritual process you want to pick. Because I want you to be you, just like I'm being me and authentic to you. So that way you can get where you need to go in life, and me being able to help that's a friggin' victory, you know? in order to help you move forward, okay? So, let's do the karma deck. Shuffle it twice. I'm going to shuffle it this way 3 times, and then we'll start. Cut it twice. All right, so how can the viewers get through any kind of deceit whenever they pick number 1 from this question? Thank you. The first house in Sagittarius. We're going to stop right there. For pick number 1, 1 second. Make sure my nose is not running away from me. For pick number 1, how you can move through any kind of deceit, I'm going to give you guidance and an outcome, okay? So please make the immediate outcome to get through any kind of deceit. Do it your own way in order to get it out to the world, okay? Whatever it is in regards to, in order for you to speak your truth, because I have a feeling this is around you just being free to be who you are, okay? Within reason and being balanced too, is what I'm getting. That way, when you're balanced, you're understood, you're grounded, and you're not, and you are being the leader in your life, and you're not giving into the aggression, okay, of any kind of deceit you're having to face, okay? Keep in your spirit immediately your highest ideals, like it's going to work out. If you start getting triggered, make sure you rebalance, okay? Because you're learning through this process, through deceit in any kind of way, okay? How to heal yourself, how to rebalance, and learning how to trust yourself, okay? And how you feel in regards to navigating through deceit, okay? I'm going to give you your outcome because it's not a bad outcome. All right. So your outcome, in order to get through any kind of deceit, pick number 1, is around your circle of friends on the physical front, resulting from you growing through and healing overanalyzation and perfectionism, for perfectionism, got it out. Who and what is around you, there's going to be rules imposed. It's because you're learning how to rebalance here is what needs to be decoded for you to know in order to have good times. So, you're learning and healing overanalyzation and perfectionism. And what's great is when you get through this, there's going to be good times again. You're going to be balanced and be free from who you are, no matter, you're going to just be free to be who you are around anybody you're around in general, okay? On a physical outcome, you're going to have freedom within inside you, healing methods of power of your ideas, and a dedication to achieve the attraction of good times. So yes, you're going to have freedom. And don't we all love that, really? So it's not a bad outcome. Heads up, pick number 1. In order to get through any kind of deceit. Now, for pick number 2, How can the viewers get through any kind of deceit? Pick number 2 whenever they pick this. Thank you. The precious and the rare. I'm going to give you the extended message and the process in order to get you through any kind of deceit. Number 30. So pick number 2, you have the strength to handle any challenge, even the ones that intimidate you. You may feel that you are alone in the fight sometimes, but there are forces of good in spirit and upon the earth that are fighting with you, supporting you, believing in you, and assisting you, and championing your success. It may not always feel like it, pick number 2, but you are not in this alone. There is help at hand to uncover a hidden piece of information which will allow truth and justice to prevail. Okay? So pick number 2. If you feel like you want to do this healing process to get through any kind of deceit, then be ready in a moment. This funny face is a sugar skull. If you know the Mexico tradition of Day of the Dead, then you'll know more about that, so check it out. For the comment of funny face on the thing, I don't get upset by comments like that, just so you know. All right, so the healing process to this for pick number 2 starts now. Visualize, imagine, and feel that there is a black jaguar emerging from the night sky, pick number 2. Moonlight shimmers on black fur, fearless eyes shining like sunlit amber. The movements is measured, steady, and without hesitation. You sense the absolute certainty and confidence from the sacred creature. Whether it is that has been holding you back, whether you can clearly articulate it or not, is severed from your field by one swipe from the black jaguar. Feel the release with peace in your heart. And say aloud, Spirit of Black Jaguar, reveals my courage, conviction, purpose, and passion. I am freed from constraint. I am made ready in this moment and for all moments to come. By the grace of the divine feminine, I am willing to participate fully in my life, to take action upon the divine yearnings of my heart for the greatest good. I will not be shamed and silenced. I will take action every day in whatever ways I can. With fierce compassion in my heart and sacred rebellious fire in my belly. My divine purpose manifests through our willingness and talent and through our faith in ourselves, each other, and the divine. So be it. And you have completed your healing process. For pick number 2, thank you for joining me. and doing this process with me. And everybody else, thank you for watching. Now we can move on to number 6. I'll shuffle this twice. Now, number 6 has 4 picks, okay? So I'm going to give you a heads up of what the question is. How can the viewers put their energy towards new beginnings and closeness, fun, and caring? First pick is for family. Second pick is for friends. Third pick is for dating for singles, getting out of their old cycle. And pick number 4 is for couples getting out of their old cycle, okay? So make sure you pick and what you feel, okay? And I'll set this up. All right. How can the viewers put their energy towards a new beginning and closeness, fun, and caring with family for pick number 1? Thank you. And how can the viewers put their energy towards a new beginning and closeness, fun, and caring with friends getting out of their old cycle? Thank you. And how can the viewers put their energy towards new beginnings and closeness, fun, and caring with dating for singles getting out of their old cycle for pick number 3? Thank you. And how can the viewers put their energy towards new beginning and closeness, fun, and caring with couples getting out of their old cycle for pick number 4? Thank you. All right, everybody, if you haven't already, pick 1, 2, 3, or 4, or whichever ones you want, okay? So pick number 1. How can you have a new beginning of closeness, fun, and caring with your family? Grounding, go deep, and explore your roots, okay? I'm going to give you an extended message so you know what I mean. So take time, pick number 1, to ground yourself in what is truly essential. Okay, remember what's important in life and let go of everything else. Let go of the busyness and the fast pace of life. Be patient in the moment. Release the flurry and worry, okay, about the future or the rehashing of the past. This is time to engage and reflect. It might be worth taking a second look at something you previously passed over. Things may not always be as they seem, so look deeper into the situation and relationships in your life. Pick number 1. Explore your roots. Something that seems close may in fact be ready, okay, to be open. So if you go beneath the surface, you may find hidden gems of truth, light, and abundance in regards to your family, okay? So heads up with that. Pick number 1. Now pick number 2 is about having new beginnings of closeness, fun, and caring with your friends. And you got gates of triumph. Success expands your life. All right. So I'm going to elaborate what this is because this is going to be way cool too. Gates of triumph. So pick number 2 towards your friends, okay? The gates of triumph are waiting to open deep and wide for you. Pick number 2. Inner and outer success is coming your way. So thriving is a state of mind. So accept that you can reach any goal you desire. Even more victories will expand in your life. The more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune will pour into your life. And your friends are here to support it, okay? So know that. That way you're not feeling suspicious, for some of you that need to know that, okay? That's what got channeled in with this card. All right, pick number 3. In order for you to have a new beginning and closeness, fun, and caring with dating, especially if you're singles and getting out of an old cycle, you got cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. So now you can have that new beginning, because you know what? Being caught up in a cycle, if you're single, sucks. It sucks ass. So big hugs. Hi in the chat. So pick number 3, cleansing waters. I'm going to give you an extended message. All right, so the sacred traveler wants you to know, pick number 3. The traveler periodically takes time from the journey to seek holy waters for purification and renewal. Standing under the mystic and cleansing waterfall, the voyager knows his or her energy field is being cleansed. Past life limitations are washing away, and limiting beliefs are dissolving. Sometimes the traveler purifies in a stream or a mountain lake or next to an ocean waves, but also by simply standing in the rain or drinking freshing waters. In each moment, there is the knowing that the water is clearing out what is stagnant and replacing it with shimmering, sparkling energy. Find as many ways as possible, pick number 3, to use water as a cleansing force in your life, all with the intent of purifying your life so greater energy can emerge, okay? So if you want more examples of it, shower, bathing, okay? Can wash away any darkness, depression, okay? Just do it within reason, so that way you're not drying out your skin, okay? So that is for pick number 3, in order for you to get out of that old cycle if you're single and wanting to date, okay? Now pick number 4 is for couples that want to get out of an old cycle in order to have that new beginning, closeness, fun, and caring. And you got uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Pick number 4. And I'm going to give you an extended message to this pick number 4. So here is your pick number 4, your extended message. Look beneath the surface in your life and you'll find treasure, pick number 4. Bounty is awaiting you in many forms. Now the secret is knowing that you deserve it and you are worthy of it. Something that you thought was ordinary will turn out to be extraordinary. So take a second to look at the people and the situations in your life. Sometimes receiving treasure is simply a matter of seeing life in a new way. Now the treasure was always there, you just didn't see it. Pick number 4. Okay? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate you guys and gals. Now let's move on to number 7. Number 7 is another pick a card reading, so you can do from 1 to 2, okay? And this is about appreciating new opportunities through anxiety, okay? So cheers again. Gotta drink some water. All right. Now let's ask the question, how can the viewers appreciate new opportunities through anxiety whenever they pick number 1 to this question? Now, how can the viewers appreciate new opportunities through anxiety whenever they pick number 2 for this question? Thank you. All right. Number 7, if you guys picked number 1, this is your pick. Wandering path, enjoy the journey. This is about facing your fears and enjoying the journey, but I'm going to elaborate some more, okay? Wandering path. So, pick number 1. You don't always need to know where you're going, except the fact that sometimes the path in life is meandering. Yet know that you're always exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't seem like it. Be present with your journey. Embrace everything that you encounter on your path. It's all for your highest good, and accept what is. This is key to inner power. Okay, pick number 1. Now pick number 2. You got Ken of the Red Hawk Tribe. Number 39. I'm going to give you the extended message and the gift as well. Here's your message in order to appreciate new opportunities through anxiety. Pick number 2. A divine message is here for you now, pick number 2, so be open to the signs of the universe. You are more mature spiritually than you may realize. You have the ability to share wisdom and honesty with your tribe. Now, if you are still searching for your tribe, trust yourself, viewers. Pick number 2. You will recognize them instinctively when you meet them, even if on the outside they seem different to you. You're seeing things clearly, so trust your vision and have patience. Speak your truth, pick number 2, but do so with compassion because your words have greater influence than you may realize. And when the moment is right, take action. A way will be shown for you to manifest your spiritual light in this world in practical ways. So pick number 2. When you are ready, we will do the healing process in order to appreciate new opportunities through anxiety. Begin with relaxing, breathing in and out, closing your eyes, and turning within. Focus on your breath as you imagine, intend, and feel, or pretend that your awareness moves away from the everyday world and follow your breath into a sacred place within you and all around you. Focus on the breath for at least 10 breaths in and out. Last breath in and out. Now you are now going to imagine, visualize, and pretend that there is a magnificent red-tailed hawk sitting on top an ancient sacred spiritual book. The hawk is gazing steadily at you, and you see that the book has your name on the cover. The hawk steadily lights from the book, and the motion causes the book to open at a particular page. You are now going to see, feel, absorb, and read that page now from your soul. You may or may not see, hear, or feel images and words. It may simply be that you are willing to remain open and allow the wisdom to soak straight into your soul. And when you are ready, relax and slowly begin to focus on your breath, grounding yourself by moving first your hands and feet, then your whole body. As you come back into the here and now, and you have completed your healing process. Hello in the chat. Thank you guys for joining me. And that is for pick number 2, in order to appreciate new opportunities through anxiety. And thank you, pick number 2, for doing this process with me. I appreciate it. All right. Number 8 is another pick a card reading. You can pick 1 or 2. This is about focusing on the future, shifting your focus from future longing to present gratitude, okay? So you can pick 1 or 2 or both. Let me set it up and then we'll get started. All right. How can the viewers shift their focus on future longing to present gratitude when they pick number 1? Thank you. How can the viewers shift their focus on future longing to the present gratitude when they pick number 2 to this question? Thank you. If you pick number 1 to do, here is your answer. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. And I'll give you the extended message, pick number 1, in order to shift your focus on future longing to present gratitude. In the flow. So pick number 1, let go of the shore. This is letting go of all control, okay? Enter the flow. You're moving into a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy the ride. This isn't a time to try to control the events of your life. Let the Creator support you in whatever belief system you have. You don't have to do it all yourself. The glory of the universe flows through you. Okay, for pick number 1. Pick number 2. I love this practice. I'm going to give you an extended message and also a gift. So that way I can help you. So pick number 2, you got The Beauty Way of the Navajo, number 1. This is about trusting, seeing things from a different point of view. But I'm going to elaborate, giving you an extended message first. So there is a beautiful solution available, pick number 2. Do not place your faith in worry or stress. Allow life to unfold, and as you relax and give yourself the permission to rest within the vastness and beauty of nature, you'll become more receptive to the best way to handle things. Don't try to figure it out by force. Let go and trust that what is not needed, pulling it back. Let go and trust what is needed is coming to you in a perfect time, in a perfect way. Your peaceful mind shall perceive readily and accurately all that you need to know. So here is a process that you can do with me in order to relieve any anxiety, worry, mental prison, discombobulation, okay? So that way you can shift your focus to the present gratitude, okay? And you'll know if you want to do this because you'll feel it, okay? So those who want to do this, here is the process. Hold your hand to your heart. And please follow by saying this aloud with me. Today I walk the beauty way. All darkness and evil departs. I now become beauty and peace. With the cool breeze of divine grace, renewing me from within, my thoughts and my words are beautiful. Nothing shall hinder my reverence and ease. All day I walk the beauty way. Now turn to the east or turn to your right and say aloud, the children of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom. Care is given for all beings of the earth that are vulnerable and in need of divine protection. They play in divine beauty. Now turn to the south or turn again to your right. Say aloud, the young people of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom. The flow of life energy is aligned with divine will to benefit all for the greatest good. They dance in divine beauty. Now turn to the west or turn again to your right and say aloud, the parents of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom. Spiritual strength and true guardianship of all earth beings prevail. They love in divine beauty. Turn to the north or turn again to your right and say aloud, the parents of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom. The grandparents of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom. Guidance is given and heed to create harmony. peace and beauty between all peoples and the earth. They rest in divine beauty. Now, standing in the center, say the following aloud. I walk with beauty before me. I walk with beauty behind me. I walk with beauty below me. I walk with beauty above me. I walk with beauty all around me and within every part of my soul. Take a moment to feel connection to your heart. Believe in the power of your words. Feel what it is like to trust in the healing divine beauty that flows in you and throughout all of life. And you have completed your healing process in order to shift your focus to the present moment. Thank you for pick number 2 and for people that wanted to join me in doing this. Thank you. All right, viewers, now we can move on to number 9. And I want to say hi in the chat. Glad you guys are joining me. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It greatly helps me to know if you guys like this stuff, and I continue doing different things to help you guys and among everybody that watches me in different kind of ways to heal, okay? And it also helps other people to, your like does help and your views does help my channel as well for other people to reach, okay? So thank you. And I mean reach with those algorithms that YouTube has, so that way other people know about this channel. And yeah, thank you. All right, so number 9 is another pick a card reading, and this is about viewers dealing with difficulty. Okay, so you can pick number 1, 2, or 3. All right, so let me set this up and have me in the background if you like, drinking your coffee, your tea, or whatever. Cheers. I got water though. Let's get this started. I got so many decks here. Shuffle this twice. Well, what will come next for the viewers, since difficulty has been passed by for them? Let me pick number 1. Thank you. All right. What will come next for the viewers, since difficulty has passed by for them, for pick number 2? Thank you. And what will come next for the viewers, since difficulty has passing by for them? Let me pick number 3. right, so you pick 1, 2, or 3, especially if you're dealing with any kind of difficulty, if you want to know what's next after that difficulty, okay? That is for number 9. So pick number 1, you got carrying connections, walking away. Woo! First chakra, Archangel Michael, and hostilities. So pick number 1, what's next after you dealt with some difficulties that have passed you by? In this situation, you're having to deal with difficulties in your emotional stability about a connection that you've been wanting to know whether or not you wanted to walk away from them. Whether I feel it's a love interest or an actual relationship, like romantic relationship. I feel your advice here, pick number 1, in order to see what's coming next, is that you're just need to walk away from the past stuff so that way it's not building up any kind of hostility within inside you, so that way you're able to be emotionally secure through a connection that is meant for you. That way you're not pushing the connection away or giving into people outright like you'll know when that connection is there that there's not going to be any hostility, someone being outright being mean towards you, okay? That's what's getting channeled in. For pick number 1, if someone's outright being mean to you, you're just needing to be emotionally secure, okay? And I mean, I get this for anybody, but especially with connections that are just keeping you stuck and not progressing forward. I get especially if it's in the workplace too, pick number 1. There'll be better connections coming your way, pick number 1. So you're needing to be emotionally secure and invest in that. So what brings you balance is your self-care regimen, okay? Pick number 1. So don't be sad as what's getting channeled in, pick number 1, because there's going to be better connections coming your way. You're just needing to keep on walking away from people that are being hostile, and you're not closing yourself off, because when you're clearing out the past, there's going to be new connections that are coming in for you, okay? There's always a way, and that's what you're doing right now, is finding a way forward, okay? So big hugs, pick number 1. Pick number 2. What's coming next for the viewers that are dealing with difficulties that have passed you by? Pick number 2. So let your friends help you. Separation. And letting go of control issues. All right. So for pick number 2, you're dealing with some kind of breakup, and you're needing to let your friends try to help you through this breakup and separation you're going through, especially if it's a divorce, especially if it's a separateness in regards to a relationship you just like had a breakup, you know. That way they can support you in letting go finally. So that way you're not trying to control this divorce where it's raging and more depression. You get what I mean? Your your friends are there to help you for a reason, to help bring back hope, support, stability, and teaching you and learn and help you teach yourself how to do a whole new routine. Because when you're going through a separation in any kind of way in a relationship, it's like you have to have a whole new routine from what you used to have, and that's is shocking, you know? So give yourself that time and patience to do things different and have that support system, because this is what's going to help you finally let go, so that way you can move forward and have new beginnings coming in, instead of being caught up in a very heavy experience, even though it's up to you if you want to experience how deep you want to experience that sour and sadness, because it's almost like a death, you know, that you're mourning a person that used to be in your life, and you have every right to mourn it the way you want to. I'm just saying, don't get caught up in a depression hole where you feel like you can't get yourself out of, when you have support around you. Okay, pick number 2. So big hugs. Breakups and divorce are not easy, but we can be there for each other during that kind of stuff, and we lift each other back up again, because we've all went through breakups, you know, especially when you really deeply were hoping that it was the person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. So big hugs, pick number 2. Now, if you pick number 3, and what's coming next for the viewers that are since dealing with difficulty has passed you by, here's what's coming in next. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. That way you don't feel stuck anymore. So that way you're clearing out the old too. Because here the new is coming around. So I'm going to give you some more messages. Pick number 3. Here is the first message. That is your mantra. Okay, pick number 3. This is something you need to say towards yourself every single day. I love myself, but I release the past. Okay. Say it 3 times in a mirror for 7 days, or up until the full moon cycle. Okay. And you'll see things start to change for yourself. Okay. It's doing something new. And yes, if you feel it, you'll be able to do it. If you think it's silly, then it's not for you, okay? It's as simple as that. Here's your next message, pick number 3. A relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. And now you're breaking free from it, okay? Third message, your attraction to someone may be verging on obsession. So this is why you're breaking free and doing something different. Last message, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And you just know what that means, so don't do it. Please and thank you. And that is your messages, pick number 3. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, everyone. And thank you so much for joining me in this live. You guys are freaking awesome. All right, number 10, and it's the final one, and it's the last pick a card reading. And don't forget to, when you subscribe, and that, I'm going to have another live tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love for you guys, like I can't wait, because it's going to be a totally different kind of live, okay? So I can't wait for you guys to come and join me and have another pick a card session, because they're going to be all pick a card readings too. And flex that intuition. Yeah. Love flexing, seeing you guys flex your intuition. It's wonderful. All right. So number 10 is the last question. Okay. It's how can the viewers get through feeling overwhelmed? Okay, it's going to be a pick a card from 1 to 3. You can pick as many as you want, but it's 1 to 3. How to get through feeling overwhelmed about your money? It's the first one. Second card, pick a card, is your love life. The third one is everything. Yes, everything. You're like, cleanse it all. All right, so let me set that up and then we'll start, okay? So talks amongst yourselves. Make sure you have fun. Get something to eat or get something to drink. And I'm going to drink some water before I start. So cheers. Ting. If you can wait, pay la after I do number 10, I'll do your oracle reading, okay? All right. And I'm talking about the person that left the last question. Your user's name is spelled Payal. I'll do it right after number 10, okay? Just be patient, please, and thank you. All right. How can the viewers get through feeling overwhelmed with money for pick number 1? How can the viewers get through feeling overwhelmed with their love life, whether single or couple or on their own, for pick number 2? Cue. How can the viewers get through feeling overwhelmed with everything, no matter what they're going through, for pick number 3? Cute. All right. So if you're ready now, number 10 is up. You can pick number 1, 2, 3, or all the above. It's up to you and how you feel. Flex that intuition, please, and thank you. So pick number 1. How can you get through feeling overwhelmed about your money? Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. This is learning how to trust yourself again, okay? That you have what it takes to create balance again, okay? In order to trust yourself, to find solutions where you can enjoy the journey and see things from a different perspective. But I'm going to elaborate, pick number 1, so that way you can have more insight to expand on your perception about your money, so you're not feeling overwhelmed anymore. Wondrous universe. So pick number 1, the sacred traveler wants you to know that there's always beauty around you and within you. The sacred traveler constantly looks for and embraces the majestic, wondrous universe in all forms. Now you can hear it in the song of an early morning bird. You can smell it in the aroma of fresh baking bread. And you can see it in the way the clouds float across the sky. The more you seek, pick number 1, beauty, the more it will find you. And the more you will find yourself in a beautiful, wonderful, beautiful world. Okay? So big hugs, pick number 1. That is your answer for feeling overwhelmed about money. Now pick number 2. If you're feeling overwhelmed with your love life, whether you're single, couple, or Wanting to know more about yourself? This is your answer. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Ba-ding! So I'm going to give you more messages with this one because this is woohoo! This is going to be fun times coming your way. More pep in your step is what I'm getting. Full moon in Sagittarius. So pick number 2. Here's something you need to do for yourself. So write it down in your journal or write it down on a piece of paper. Please and thank you. Up to 7 days or to the next full moon. Okay. Pick number 2. Count your blessings. Literally write them down and say them out loud. Okay. When you start to feel overwhelmed about your love life, whether you're single, couple, or wanting to do something different in order to be balanced again with inside you, okay? Next message, you need to laugh more. Even just a slight, just smiling can encourage you. I'm not saying don't do it scary like, just do it where, you smile, and that can cause you to finally do something. That's like the easiest practical step of doing something different, okay? And boom, you did the first step. Woohoo! Okay? But you need to laugh more. Next message, this is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching, okay? Next thing, don't be narrow-minded, please and thank you. Last message, start a week of gratitude practice on a journal or a blog or on Facebook, okay? Because you're learning and you're teaching people as well, okay? And there's nothing bad about that. And I'm learning from different cultures and different religions and just about what gratitude is and how they show it more. And people show it in so many different ways. So why not us all, be able to be that leader in our lives to teach ourselves, to teach others, by example. And that's how easy something can spread. I mean, look at all the other trends that have been going on. And we'll just leave it at that. So that's for pick number 2 about your love life. Pick number 3. In order to get through feeling overwhelmed about everything, pick number 3, we have Power of the Good, number 15, Mother Draga. So I'm going to give you the message and the gift, okay? For pick number 3. If you feel like you want to do the gift, then that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too, okay? But this is getting you to do things different so that way you have that growth and expansion and not being in Stucksville anymore, okay? So number 15. Here's your extended message first. You need never lose faith in the power of the good. Pick number 3. You need never lose faith in how much you can accomplish as an independent and inspired individual in this world. Pick number 3. You need never believe that you are alone or without divine protection. You need never fear evil. The third eye of the Divine Mother sees all things, is ever watchful and ever just. She bursts through holy vision, the manifest power of good in all realms, and her gaze is upon you now. Pick number 3. So trust her. And here's a healing process in order not to feel overwhelmed about everything. If you feel like you want to do it, then you can, or you can sit back and listen. Either way, the process starts now. Say aloud. Pick number 3. Unconditionally loving light of Draga, bless my endeavors and relationships with your divine light and protection. Hold me in the fort of divine goodness, where I'm unharmed. Your beauty and truth shines light into any darkness, keeping me safe and blessed in grace. May your divine justice prevail. So be it. Now say or chant for as many times as you feel good. And this is what it sounds like. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. And place your hands firmly on your belly, then on your heart. Pause for a moment. Then bow your head with your hands in a prayer, and you have completed your healing process. Thank you, pick number 3. And hopefully that helped you. And for those that joined me in this life, thank you for joining me. Now, before I do an update on myself, I'm going to check the chat. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody in the chat. And I'm going to be hiding David F. You'll be watching my channel, but you won't be participating in my chat. Because we don't need you as a distraction, okay? But go in peace. All right, so an update on what's going on with me. Things have been going good. Oh my God. So it's been nice doing this whole start of Halloween and all that, and doing the Day of the Dead. I love being able to have gratitude for all my family and friends that have passed over, and making way for the new stuff. But I also like to do the lighting of the lamp of Diwali. So check that out if you don't know what Diwali is. It's especially when it's the darkest peaks of winter that gets started. And so it's always good to be reminded of the light. And things that can remind you to be joyful, especially when you start getting depressed, is putting on some great music, dancing, singing, being around family, friends, or even just, having that moment for yourself. So that way you don't seep into depression, anxiety, and worry. This is why I do these different healing practices, because in different faiths, like the belief systems, there's different prayers, different healing processes. So this is why I make sure to divulge different kind of practices in order to help you guys move forward. So yeah, we're back. It kind of cut out. So Thank you guys for joining me again. On October 26th, me and my daughter went trick-or-treating, and you can tell like things are dying out with that in certain areas. I know with our small town here in Ohio, Coshocton, Ohio, is that there's not a whole lot of trick-or-treating, but it's okay. Me and my daughter were walking around for like almost an hour and a half going trick-or-treating. And oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. It's been such a long time since I've done that kind of long walk. And man, was I sore, but it was so worth it. Got double candy and stuff, so my daughter definitely enjoyed that. And yeah, now we're just making sure to watch some movies and stuff like that, especially comedy ones. So I've been, if you guys want to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, my other stuff, I do movie night every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where you can pick 3 different movies. And if you comment on any kind of movies you like and stuff, you can do that on my social media. That stuff is down below in the description box, okay, to connect with me there. And so the next live I'm going to have is tomorrow, November 2nd, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Please join me. It's going to be a whole different other kind of live. I dressed up this live because I wanted you to see because I am a mixture of different races and cultures, okay? I'm Mexican, German, Italian, French, Irish, and Spaniard. Oh, the new stuff. And I found out that I just found out different pieces of the background of my family, and I greatly enjoy uncovering more as I move along, you know. It's going to take certain people, you know. But I found out through my Nana, I have some more family that she'll be able to introduce me to. They're on my Italian side of the family. And they're the ones that were farmers and stuff like that. So it's really cool. So yeah, this is the things I do. And here's my advice. If you're dealing with the craziness that's going on with the election here in the US or wherever you're at, please just make sure to take your breaks, because there's a lot of silliness going on. I noticed the bullying going back and forth on both sides, and that, well, you know, name calling and stuff. And you know how silly that stuff can be. But when that all subsides and everything gets done with the election, you notice how everything goes back to normal. You remember that kind of stuff that happened in high school and how it's projecting still in our elections and stuff? Just saying, it's kind of silly, isn't it? How it can still carry on, and then you wonder why our future generations are still carrying on the silliness what the past did, you know? So let's try to, each and every one of us, whoever we choose to, you know, vote for, that we're leading by example, that we can still all get along with each other no matter who we vote for. Please and thank you. And as for focusing on the real stuff too, we got to make sure the biggest, realest thing is to eliminate sex trafficking, not only to our children in all cultures, all religions, all nationalities. You get what I mean? In this world, we need to eliminate sex trafficking in general because it's affecting our children and our adults, you know? And that's what the biggest thing is, being showed to all of us so we can confront it in such a different way. So once we annihilate that, then we can see a lot of things start coming to the surface that we need to nurture and grow, and that is our children. You know, it's very important that we all know that that life is so important. whether they're in the womb of a mother or not. They deserve life, you know? If people would actually see how an abortion is done, they would be weeping. They would be weeping for our children. If every mother would see an abortion done, every woman that would see an abortion done, they would be weeping. And that's for damn sure. No matter what has happened to them, if they experience what a child would experience through an abortion, they would be down to their knees weeping. So I am for children in life. And that's something that people need to know. So yeah, that is something I stand for, is children to have life. So that's the intensity I bring in order to have change. And I'm saying this because of the fact that if I have anybody that is watching me that is a voter, a human being, then they would understand where I'm coming from. And they would make life a top priority in their life and love each other without any hesitation or fear. Thank you in the chat. So I'm going to close it out. Thank you guys for joining me. Okay, and thank you for your time, your space, and thank you for letting me help you as well. So I'm going to close it out with the mantra. 𝐸toma 𝐸tgamaya Namasoma Jyotegamaya Rityorman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. You guys have an awesome weekend, and thank you again for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join me tomorrow because it's going to be a whole different other live, and I greatly appreciate you guys. See you later. Bye for now.